Just say you hate basketball. 2011. Everybody remembers the step back. Madison Square Garden, cardiac Kemba for game. Yeah, a legend was born that night. But what people forget is that was only the second game in the most ridiculous tournament run in college basketball history. Kemba Walker's UConn Huskies had to survive 11 straight elimination games. 5 games in 5 days in the Big East tournament, and then 6 more games to win the national title. But first, understand something. This team wasn't a favorite. They were 500. They finished 9-9. They were 9th in the conference, and they went into the Big East tournament as a 9 seed. Which means they had to play the maximum number of games possible just to win the Big East tournament. And this wasn't just some weak conference. This is the year that the Big East sent 11 teams to the national tournament, which is the most ever. So basically winning this tournament was like winning March Madness before March Madness. And in the third game of the Big East tournament, that's when it happened.
Guarded by Wanamaker with 10 seconds to go. Coombs McDaniel on the screen. Walker with 7.
Got a mismatch.
Walker on McGee with 4. Kemba Walker. Step back. Walker. Cardiac Kemba does it again. UConn wins at the buzzer.
That's the New York point guard closing the game in Madison Square Garden. Waved off the screen, drive, cross, jab, step back, game. And Pitt wasn't some random team either. They were ranked number 3 in the country at the time, and they went into the tournament ranked number 1. And this was just the beginning of the Kemba Walker show, because after this, UConn kept winning. They had beaten DePaul, Georgetown, Syracuse, and then Louisville for the championship. 5 games in 5 days, all elimination games, all wins. Kemba scored 130 points in the tournament, which is a Big East record. A record that will probably never be broken because he's ahead of the next guy by 46 points. You would need a whole nother game, and there isn't one. And he played almost every minute of the tournament. Most teams would be exhausted after this. UConn basically played 1 extra week of basketball. But maybe it was their youth. I mean, you had freshmen like Shabazz Napier and Jeremy Lamb, who was a freshman as well. These young guys being led by Kemba. And obviously Shabazz learned a lot because he led UConn to a national title in 2014. But after going through this gauntlet, they still had to go and win a championship.
Connecticut's defense has a lot to do with that. There he is running the ball. Taking it from Shabazz. Ibrahim Thomas tried to keep it alive. Walker scored the last 6. Make it 8. Walker with the clock winding down. Pulls the trigger. Walker. Out to Lamb. He gets it back. How did he do that? He had 4 blocks in that game. Too late. Here's Walker. We got to be ready for why Leonard Tapley's open. Look at that pass. 2-on-1. Hello. He's amazing. Oh, how good was that? Here goes with the double. Walker, good defense. Doesn't matter. Dagger. This kid. Walker. Fade away. Oh, goodness.
That's a Kemba. That's a 3. And he's got it. The Huskies.
The night is gas.
Walker lays it in at the other end.
Long rebound to Walker. He takes it inside and draws the foul. He's heading to the line.
Lamb with Hahn defending. Bounce pass. Walker lays it up and it goes. The Huskies shut him down in the second half here in Houston. And the Huskies are the top dog.
11 straight postseason wins. And it was against the top competition. I mean, Kawhi Leonard and San Diego State. They beat Arizona during this run, and Derek Williams was the number 2 pick. He was a beast in college. They beat Kentucky with Eric Bledsoe and Brandon Knight before DeAndre Jordan baptized them. And by the time the championship game came around, Kemba and the Husky had won 10 straight elimination games. And then they beat Butler for the national title to make it 11. Man, most championship teams only have to win 3 or 4 conference tournament games and then 6 national tournament games. But UConn had to play 5 conference tournament games because they only finished 9th in the greatest conference in college basketball history. That's why this 2011 run by Kemba Walker might be the greatest championship run college basketball has ever seen. 11 straight wins, 5 games in 5 days, a New York point guard taking over Madison Square Garden, and a national championship at the end. If that's not the greatest March Madness run ever,